Do you have anything that helps you maintain your sobriety, that helps keep you on track?
This program, if I going to jail.
Do you do anything like read or fitness, like working out? Does that help you keep your...
I don't really have no problem with it now. I think so after so long of me not doing something, it's just like a button, on and off button. Things are a button with me. It's like I'm through with that. Like I'm done with drugs, alcohol, all that forever. Like, and people, when I be in a club, I don't be wanting to tell them my situation. They be like, man, come on, just have a shot. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm good. And then they like, come on, just have a shot. Just have a shot. I'm like, man, y'all got to play catch up. You know what I mean? I got years of loaded. You know what I mean? Y'all got to catch up. Then they leave me the fuck alone.
Do you have a source of income besides your clothing brand?
My main income is my clothing brand.
How is it that you know, some people, they work a full-time job, 8 hours a day, and they have a problem staying in shape, getting stuff done, and you running a business.
Yeah.
You got your own clothing line. You in the shape that you in. You're able to make it to the gym, and you're a full-time father. So how is it that you able to do all of this stuff and make it look so easy?
I was built to do it. Honestly, everybody not built to do everything. Bro, I just was about to write on this caption on Instagram the other day when I was in the gym and I was throwing the basketball behind me on the picture, and I had this dope ass caption about saying how the same thing, like we built to do the shit that we do. You built for this podcast. I'm built to work out and sell clothes. Like I used to sell weed since 6th grade. I sold weed. You know what I mean? Like I play basketball every day too. You know what I mean? Like every day I sold sack. Nigga, when we went to El Dorado, nigga, I had the weed. Nigga, everybody. You know what I mean?
I remember you used to tell my sister weed. She was a home monitor.
So like everything that we do as a youngster, we just gotta open our eyes. Like I was telling Daryl the other day. He used to paint shirts when he went to Legacy and shit. And so he painting on shoes and shit like that. And he posted something. I'm like, bro, that's your lane. That's what you do. You love to paint, bro. Like you would do that for free. Stick to that. You know what I mean? Work on that. And the sky's the limit. The sky's the limit for you, bro. Do that. And we just gotta find stuff that we love to do, and that's how I do it. Like I love going in the gym flexing, you know what I mean? Like nigga, I'm walking in the gym, the champ is here every motherfucking day. They like, oh this shit, they can't fuck with me, you know what I mean? I wouldn't give a fuck. That's my gym. I own Lifetime at Summerlin. That's mine, you know what I mean? Nigga, that's mine. Nigga, when I walk in there, nigga, they know. You know what I mean? He's about to put all the weight on the rack. He about to go get them 120s. He only weigh 180. You know what I mean? That nigga doing it all. You know what I mean? Like that's I love going in there. I love making clothes. When my dude who printed my clothes, he was lagging. Like I had a crazy order July 4th, a stupid order. So July 3rd. We up all night, you know what I mean? And I pay him to make my clothes, to print my logo on and shit. And he was behind. And he called it the lab. I'm in the lab with him, you know what I mean? He pressing and doing his shit. I'm cutting, you know what I mean? But like, shit like that, like, I'm gonna remember this forever. You know what I mean? When I'm on top, like, I think of being in boardrooms and shit like that. Or like the other day, my girl, when she was about to perform, she was like, I want to cry, you know what I mean? I'm like, you gonna remember this forever though. When you about to go on stage and kill some shit in one of these hotels or it's an arena pack, you know what I mean? You gonna remember this moment, you know what I mean? About how your first performance, you didn't even get to go on stage and it's gonna make you cry. You know what I mean? Like, I think of that shit now. Like, I'm like, nigga, like when I level up, cause it's levels, like Meek say, it's levels to everything, you know what I mean? And I'm leveling up daily. I get better daily. Yeah, it may not seem like it, or it may not be a big, you know what I mean, step up daily, but every day I get better at everything I do. And like, I sit back and I think of like, damn, I remember nigga, it was only a time where nigga would sell one shirt in a week, you know what I mean, or didn't get no sales, you know what I mean, things like that. And now, like, or I only made t-shirts, or now I got jeans, you know what I mean, I sell jeans $200, I sell sweatsuits $300. People buy sweatsuits for me for $300. I had a problem with people buying shirts for me for $40 though. A t-shirt for $40. They like, nigga, that's too much. This ain't for you then. You know what I mean?
And now you selling it for $300.
Bro, I done sold 16 t-shirts to one person at one time for $40 each. Like, it's all in the work. Everything you do, you know what I mean? Yeah.
What motivational quotes do you live by, or helps you get through hard days?
Being comfortable, being uncomfortable. Like, that's like my go-to. Like, I get comfortable. Like when, you know how I feel to be uncomfortable. Like when you walk in the room and everybody looking at you and shit. I scream, the champ is here. I don't give a fuck where I'm at. You know what I mean? I don't need you. I don't need, you know what I mean, what's going on. Like, I just get comfortable. Like, I don't care what, like, I care what people think, but I don't give a fuck what people think. I don't know if that makes sense to you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, I care what people think, but I don't give a fuck what they think. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm going to be me wherever I am.
Do you ever get embarrassed?
Yeah, you get embarrassed about anybody. If somebody say they don't get embarrassed about something, they lie. It's something that embarrasses everybody. You know what I mean? Hell yeah, I get embarrassed. Not about being myself though. I get embarrassed about some of the dumbest shit.
Like what?
I can't just think of nothing off my head right now, but I get embarrassed for sure. I get embarrassed.
Do you come up with all of your designs yourself?
Yeah, because I got to come up. Well, I don't have any designs. I only got one logo and then it's Japanese logo. My partner, I don't know if you know Mike McCuskey. He went to school with us too, though. Mm-hmm. He played on the basketball team with me. He was like, man, you got to make a Japanese logo. I'm like, man, I ain't making shit. You know what I mean? I'm doing this. You know what I mean? Like, that's another thing. A lot of clothing lines, man, they got 1,000 logos. You know what I mean? But so if you got 1,000 logos, how are they gonna know your logo from? You know what I mean? Like, you got to get them something to remember. You know what I mean? So my logo, like, they buy it because they see it often. You know what I mean? Like, I got one logo, and it's the same. This the same logo. It's just in Japanese. And so, like, but all the things that I put it on, yeah, strictly me. You know what I mean? Like, every place that you see it on, in different spots, like I put hearts down here on my jeans, or I put some right here, or like I put it across here. You know what I mean? Like, oh, white ladies ask about that the most. Like, why do you gotta put it there? So you can ask this motherfucking question. You know what I mean? That's why. You'll never forget the boy with it across his dick. And I say it like that. And they get to laughing. Yeah, you looking.
And that's probably where some of your where you get a lot of business from too, huh? Mm-hmm. It's just from having run-ins with people like that.
Yeah, they ask. Like, it was this one lady. I was in the gym one day, and she working out with her husband. I'm in there with my girl, and I'm talking to my partner. He sell life insurance. We in there, and I had on my Japanese logo on some biker shorts, and she just staring. I see her staring at me, and she's staring, and she's staring, and she's like, she walked up to me. She said, "I just gotta ask, what does that say?" And I'm like, "It says heart of gold in Japanese." "Oh, okay. Did you have to put it right there?" If I didn't put it right there, you wouldn't be asking. But I ain't come up with that. The homies was putting Boss Boys on pants, you know what I mean? They put that there. I just stole it.
Borrowed it.
Yeah, stole it, borrowed it, whatever. You know what I mean? They ain't using it. I got the formula.
So, throughout everything, who do you think was your biggest cheerleader?
Me? Yeah, nobody. I'm my biggest cheerleader because I believe in myself. My mom built my confidence without even knowing she built my confidence. Like, my mom used to tell me I look good every day before school. She'd be like, "Son, you so handsome." And so, because she told me I was handsome, I'm the best basketball player. I'm about to go get an A in all my classes. I'm about, you know what I mean? I'm about to get the prettiest girl at school. You know what I mean? Like, so she built my confidence by telling me I look cute and handsome every day. But I'm my biggest, like, my mom, she wasn't, I ain't gonna say she wasn't cheering for me, but, like, my mom was embarrassed of me while I was on pills and shit. But now, she be riding. Well, my mom was always my best friend growing up. And then, when I first got on pills, I had fell out with her husband. I used to be tripping with him and shit, like, trying to fight him, doing all kind of crazy shit. And, so, like, I ain't allowed to go to my mom's house. I ain't been in her house in like 10 years. And still to this day now, I'm totally different. Like, he still hold that grudge against me. You know what I mean? But I forgive him. He a old country nigga. You know, he ain't even old though, but he a country nigga and he's just stuck in his ways. You know what I mean? But hey, that's on him. He got to deal with that. I don't.
You know what you said that stood out to me is that you said your mom used to tell you was handsome every day.
Yeah.
I think that's really important, especially having kids.
Yeah.
That you tell your kids that, because a lot of people. That's why like a lot of with these little girls and stuff. You know, they got low self-esteem because they not hearing that they beautiful. They're not hearing that they pretty. So when they go out there and the wrong person tell them that and they get that attention, you know, that takes them down the wrong path. Because all it takes is one little boy to be like, oh, you pretty. Now this little girl is doing whatever he wants just because he told her she was pretty. And it's the same thing for little boys.
Everything started at home, man. Like, but my mom didn't know what she was doing. She just was doing it, you know what I mean? Because that's how she felt. You know what I mean? She thought, like, I don't think she's telling my ugly ass brothers that. You know what I mean? I ain't never heard her tell them tell my older brother or my younger brother that they was cute like that. She just used to be telling me because I'm the cute one. You know what I mean?
How many siblings do you have?
2 brothers, 2 sisters.
All of them live out here?
Yeah. We all born and raised out here. Ain't going nowhere. I might though.
Where you thinking about moving to?
I want to go to L.A. I used to always hate L.A. Nigga, fuck L.A. To all the, you know what I mean? You know, L.A. niggas. L.A. and Vegas. L.A. You know how they go.
Yeah.
But I want to move to L.A., man. Like, I think that'd be a great look for me. Like, when I was just in Atlanta the other day, I was telling my girl, I'd have been a millionaire already if I lived in Atlanta. It's so big, so many people, you know what I mean? Like, I'm doing cool in Vegas, you know what I mean? Like, with sales-wise, like, imagine if I was in Atlanta. It's on a bigger scale. Everything is bigger. It's more spread out. It's way more people. Like, if I lived in Atlanta, like, Heart of Gold would be huge.
You're going to have to make your way out there then.
I can't leave for like another year and a half. But I want to go to L.A. Like, L.A. more my, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't going to say more either way, but I don't know. I just like, I don't know. L.A. is the mecca of clothes, basically, for the States. Like,
so when you did when you decided you wanted to start your clothing brand, what was the initial process? Like, did you? Man,
I just made shirts and wore it every day. Like, but then they seen it because, like, you know, everybody got their niche. We just don't know. It took me 32 years to find out who I was. Like, it's motherfucking 70 and still don't know who they are and what they here for.
That's real.
Like, so it took me 32 years to find. Like, I'm an artist. Like, all the things that I grew up doing, you know what I mean? Like, people be like, man, how you get people to wear your clothes? Nigga, I'm a hustler. I sold weed. The same way I sold weed, bro, I sell shirts. I used to sell timeshares. I used to be scared at the homie Pat. Used to be like, nigga, ask for the money. Nigga, fuck all that telling me your life story. Nigga, you ain't even supposed to be telling them about you. You know what I mean? Like, nigga, ask for the money. So when the homies be like, nigga, that motherfucker hard, Reese. That shirt hard. I'm like, nigga, buy it right now. You know what I mean? I asked for the money. So all the things that I've done over the years just built me up to sell clothes. Now, I'm an artist though. Like, you can like a blank t-shirt, I see a blank white t-shirt. I don't see a blank white t-shirt. I see all different colors on it. You know what I mean? Like, so that's what really put me over the top too. Like, people would send me shoes, a picture of some shoes, and I make them a shirt to match it. Now, everybody don't got that creativeness. I figured it happened on accident, or I ain't gonna say accident. It happened. The universe did it for me. You know what I mean? Like, everything worked itself out. People would see how I would match my shoes up with my t-shirt, and then they like, damn, nigga, make me one of them. And then I asked the nigga, give me $40. And that's how it happened. Then I got tired of wearing t-shirts.
That's dope. You were telling me that you did the trademark and everything for your brand. How did you know the steps that you had to take?
I ain't know the steps. with anything that I do, like I got to do it. Like my mama used to always tell me, "Boy, you think you white?" I think I'm right. You know what I mean? Like so, anything I always had it in my head. Like, nigga, how would the white people do it? You know what I mean? Like for real. I'd be like, nigga, they would do it this way, this way. So I would figure it out. I would go online. Or another plus that I have about myself is I ain't scared to ask for something that I want. Like when people be asking me shit about my body and stuff like that, how I figured it out to get my body like this, because when I see a motherfucker in the gym with a body part that I want, hey, what you do? How you get your calves like that? Or how you get your shoulders like that? You know what I mean? I ask them. What the fuck they gonna say? No? I ain't fuck you too then, bitch. You know what I mean? For real. Like, so I asked. I ain't never been afraid to ask. So with trade market and things like that, like I started, man, I just made t-shirts. I got a business license in 2013, but that wasn't, I paid $100 for a Nevada state business license. I thought I was doing something. I didn't know though, you know what I mean? And the shit lapsed, you know what I mean? And then I spelled it with the E, H-E-A-R-T back then. You know what I mean? But then I thought about it like, I'm gonna spell it H-A-R-T because gold is 4 letters. You know what I mean? And then Heart of Gold is like millions of years old. That term is millions of years old. And I don't want to compete with H-E-A-R-T. I'm sure so many other businesses with Heart of Gold in it. So I'm like, I'm going to go with H-A-R-T.
It pops. Who do you look to when you need guidance? So when you don't know what...
That's what I need. I need a mentor. I really... Depending on what it is. Like, most of the time, like... So I've been having trouble reading lately. You know what I mean? Like I used to read a lot about people on my phone. That's my thing. I love to know how people, like what they, cause everybody, like people be like, your story is so amazing. Nigga, my story is not. I just tell it. Your story just as amazing, you stupid motherfucker. Everybody got things that they done went through and overcame. You know what I mean? Like for real.
That's facts.
Like people be like, man, I'm just transparent with it. I just tell mine. You know what I mean? You hiding yours. You know what I mean? That's the only difference. Everybody got some, like how you just told me your dad died when you was young. Like, you got through that. You cool, you feel me? Like, you're a man without having your dad. Like, I couldn't know how to, you know what I mean? Yeah. That amazed me. You know what I mean? I didn't have my dad by my side my whole life. I wouldn't know what I would do without that crazy, you know what I mean? For real. So, like, everybody got a dope story, bro. You know what I mean? Everybody just don't tell theirs. So I need a mentor though, like, but I watch Dame Dash videos, bro. Like,
oh, he be giving it raw.
Yeah. So anything that I for guidance, he guide me. He don't know he guide me. And oh yeah, I'm lying. I got Lawrence Weekly. You know what I mean? I be getting on this motherfucking nerves. He was the county commissioner.
Yeah. Don't he had a radio show too, didn't he?
Yeah. I'm supposed to be on this podcast too. He used to be on 88.1. But I got him. Anytime I need something, I just call him. So, he be like, what's up, Reese? I be getting on his nerves, but I love you, Lawrence Weekly. Appreciate you. Shout out to you, man. Keep being you, because you helping me be great.
So how was 2020 for your business?
2020 I did well.
You did?
Yeah.
You know what? I noticed with 2020, I think 2020 exposed a lot of people and help them get into better positions, because I worked with so many people that used to complain every day. I hate my job. Fuck this job. Yeah. I hate this job. I hate this job. 2020 came and forced everybody out of their jobs. Yeah. And now you go on Instagram, Facebook, everybody done found a new hustle. Yeah. People done picked up new,
it either made
learning
or break.
New language. Yeah, made or break. That's to sum it all up.
It made or break.